Hello, good evening, and welcome to Prime Sports with me, Owuraku Ampofo. Former Minister of Youth and Sports, Neelante van der Poy, believes footballers in the Ghana Premier League might be tempted to influence results of games due to their meager salaries. Ash Gold and Inter Allies have been demoted to Division 2 of Ghana football after a match-fixing investigation. And speaking on the floor of Parliament on Wednesday, the Odododio MP wants clubs in the country to pay their players to ensure they resist match manipulation temptations.
Right, Honourable Speaker, we must also insist that the clubs also take good care of their players. If a player is receiving 500 cedis a month, the player will definitely be influenced. 500 cedis a month. A player playing for House of Folk Kotoko Olympics and this club receiving 500 cedis a month. How do you expect a player to survive? So it is important that our clubs to also take a look at themselves, how they will be able to make sure that they take the welfare of the players, very important, to prevent those players from being influenced by these betting companies so that they could influence outcome of their matches.
Meanwhile, ranking member of the Parliament Select Committee on Sports, Kobina Mensah Woyome, has called on Interpol to review its report on match manipulation.
That there must be a review of Interpol's reports which gives some recommendations to dealing with match fixing. These recommendations, which include the following, are worth considering to help free our sports, particularly football, from the devil that is eating deep into the beautiful game we enjoy. 1. Face-to-face training to the key target people identified, players and match officials involved in international competitions. Training should be delivered at FIFA events and additional training opportunities explored with other external partners with direct access to these target groups such as football youth academies. 2. Develop a variety of training tools in various formats that can be distributed to identify additional target groups such as players and match officials in lower leagues where face-to-face training delivered by Interpol is not feasible. 3. Develop and deliver train-the-trainer courses for members of football associations and law enforcement to build training capacity at the national, regional levels and ensure delivery of effective anti-match fixing training to all key actors. 4. The need for law enforcement and to have a thorough understanding of the sports betting market, both regulated and unregulated, in order to effectively investigate match fixing. And 5. Develop and deliver face-to-face training, especially for investigators from law enforcement and football associations, that include training on specific investigative techniques, understanding illegal betting markets, and coordinating with international partners.
Let's now talk about what everyone has been talking about, and that's the Black Stars squad, because Ghana coach Otuado and his technical team have handed out call-ups to 2 locally based players for the upcoming 2023 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers and then the Korean Cup in Japan much later. The Black Stars will play Madagascar and Central African Republic in the qualifiers next month before traveling to Japan for the 4-nation tournament. Ahead of the various international assignments, Otuado has named a 33-man squad, which includes 2 home-based players. Heart of Folk forward Daniel Efie-Bani makes a return to the national team, whilst in-form Bechem United winger Augustine Okra gets his maiden call-up. This is the full list presented by the technical team. We do have the same 4 goalkeepers from the playoff against Nigeria: Jojo Wolocott, Abdul Manaf Nuruddin, Lawrence Atizigi, and then Richard Ofori. In defense, we have Dennis Odoi, alongside Ali Duseidu, Gideon Mensah. Baba Rahman also returns to the squad after injury. Abdul Mumin, Daniel Mate, Joseph Edu, and then Jonathan Mensah, were Alexander Jiku excluded from the squad due to personal reasons. In midfield, the headline is Owuraku Ampofo, who is yet to play active football since November. And that's almost 200 days without football for a player, Ampofo, who has been called to the national team, one that has attracted a lot of controversial takes. But he is still in there alongside Daniel Kofitre, Mohamed Kudus, Elisha Owusu, Edmond Addo, and then Idrisu Baba. Up front, Joseph Painto is alongside Andrea Yu, who makes a return to the national team after serving his two-match suspension. Augustine Okra, as you rightly mentioned, gets his debut call-up. Osman Bukari is also in there. Abdul Fattah Isaku, Kamaldeen Sulemana also recovered in time from his back injury to make the squad. And then there's Yaya Boa and then Christopher Enchieje. For the strikers, Jordan Ayew is still in there. There's Daniel Ifriye Banier, Felix Afenejan, who was freshly crowned as a Europa Conference League winner on Wednesday, finds his way into the squad. Kwesi Otuire still in the squad. Antoine Semenyo, who was in the squad for the Nigeria game but had to pull out due to injury in the latter stages, would also get the opportunity to make his debut this time round. And then there's Benjamin Tete, who also returned from suspension, and Braden Menu, who also makes a return to the national team. From football, let's do boxing, where Joshua Buatsi has what it takes to become light heavyweight champion. Now, this is according to National Amateur Boxing Oforia Sari. That's the coach. Now, Ghanaian-born British world title contender Joshua Buatsi, he beat Craig Richards by unanimous decision in their WBA light heavyweight eliminator at the O2 Arena in England.
I think Buatsi has proven his determination to become a champion. He came to Ghana, knocked on our doors. We trained together with him, and he was doing very well. But the opposition of against our leader, Ray Kwaku, was what couldn't
get him to fight for Ghana.
Ghana. And he himself confirmed a whole lot of things that he has acquired from training in Ghana. From Ghana, he was able to get into the national team in England, and then that take him to the bronze at the
Rio Games in Brazil.
Rio Games Olympics. I believe he has a lot in him. He has the nature of a champion. His response in so many challenges tells me that he's going to be the next champion. He has never forgotten Ghana, and you can see some spot of Ghana always within his dressing.
Yeah, and
yes.
I noticed that, you know, behind his trunks,
yes.
he has 3 Adinkra symbols. One
yes.
of them is the Jinyami symbol.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
so it tells you how Ghanaian he is. And being a Ghanaian at the same time English or British tells you that he has the spirit and he can make it. I wish him well. I believe very soon he will also be a world champion.
Welcome back from the break. You're still tuned in to Prime Sport here on the Joy News channel. To some more here, where head coach of the national swimming team, Isaac Jemfi, is confident the team will excel at this year's Kana Zone 2 Championship, which comes off in Dakar, Senegal on May 27. He's hopeful swimmers will make better times and win more medals.
It's actually a mixture of excitement, of fright, of anxiety, and then it's also an opportunity for me to learn. So for me, is a mixture of a lot of feelings. But I'm putting everything together to enjoy the experience and do my best.
Okay, so what sort of quality do you see in these swimmers heading into the championship?
Yes, in fact, in swimming is one of the sports that the quality is always relative. depending on the type of event that you are going to go. Looking at this event, which is the Ghana Zone 2 for West Africa, I think the quality that we have here suits the event perfectly, and if everything is okay, if the environment and everything is ideal, we should expect great results from these swimmers. Firstly, an improvement of the medal count, and then most importantly, swimmers dropping their times wildly. That is what we are looking at.
Well, Isaac Jemfi was speaking to my colleague here at Joy Sports, Haruna Mubarak, just before the team left Ghana for Senegal, and we have the pleasure of Isaac joining us here, this time again on Zoom. He would also be alongside team leader Owuraku Jackson, and then also we'll be talking to Kaya Forson as well. So we'll be talking to all three of them simultaneously. But let me come to you first, Coach Isaac. You spoke of different emotions going through you right before you left Ghana. You've settled in Senegal. What's the emotion running through you at the moment with the tournament set to kick off this weekend?
Okay, so good evening to you and also to Ghana and everyone that follows swimming. Oh yes, we were here yesterday, and we have been able to settle in very well. We've had our training in the morning today and also in the evening, and I feel good as well. And also with the swimmers, their general feeling also is good. So we are good. We are good.
Okay, Coach. Just for the benefit of our viewers, can you tell us about the number of swimmers Ghana has and what type of competition they'll be getting into in the Ghana Zone 2 Championships in Senegal?
Okay, so we have 9 swimmers here. These are top class swimmers, international swimmers. We have three of the swimmers coming from Europe. And then we have 5 swimmers coming from Ghana, being headed by Owuraku Jackson, who is here with me. He is actually an international swimmer. So most of the events that we are doing are events that our swimmers are well settled in. You can talk of 50s in free, 50s in fly, 100. Currently, Owuraku is a African champion in fly, 50, and then also 100. We have our swimmers from Europe that are doing massive events. They are doing 100 in freestyle, in breaststroke, in backstroke, in butterfly. Some are doing IM. Which is one swimmer will do all the four strokes. Mm-hmm. And then we are also doing the C1. That would be yes. So our swimmers are doing myriad of events. Mm. But I know that most of these events have our swimmers leading on the court. And we are hoping for the best.
All right, Coach. Let me talk to the 2 swimmers behind you, starting with Owuraku Jackson. Owuraku, we spoke after the Ghana Zone 2 Championships here in Ghana, where your target for that one was to try and get within the Olympic time. And this time around, well, the Olympics is not that close. What are your expectations heading into this Ghana Zone 2 Championship?
My main focus is to try my best with my time and to make it for the World Championship and look forward to the Commonwealth Games up ahead.
And being a team lead, how would you describe the camp so far and what you've seen and what the expectations, the feelings are?
It's not our first time in Senegal. This is actually our second time. So we know our environment and we are comfortable in our environment, and the team spirit and team bond is strong.
If you compare the first time that you went to Senegal to now, what would you say has been different as from your camp, your point of view, what you've seen in the Ghana team?
I would say it's the improvement in each individual swimmer. What they used to be before is not what they are right now. Each individual swimmer has improved from 2018, and here in 2022 you can see that some of the events, Team Ghana is leading it.
Okay, let me come to you, Kaya. And Abeku did mention of the growth that he's seen in the swimmers in the past 3 or 4 years. You've been under that belt and you've developed very well, breaking national records. What does this competition mean to you?
For me, it's a great way to be able to come back and be with Team Ghana in person. It's been a little while because of studies. I'm proud and so excited to be representing my country once again in Senegal.
And for you, your case is a bit unique because you have to be combining school with swimming. What's the experience like for you?
It's been difficult, but Team Ghana has been very accommodating, very kind and understanding, and so is my university. So it has been possible, and I am very grateful for the fact that it has been a possibility.
And what do you look to achieve from this swimming championships by the end of the competition?
Well, we want to represent Ghana as best as possible. For this specific competition, I have a wide variety of events, a lot of them. So my goal was to do as best as possible and as many events as possible over the weekend.
All right, thank you very much. Let me come back to you, Coach Isaac. Just your final thoughts on what Ghanaians should expect from the national team as they get ready for this competition.
Yes. First of all, they should expect that these swimmers will drop their times, as I said earlier on, and then also more medals for Team Ghana. That we are sure of.
All right, thank you very much, Coach, and all the best to you, the rest of the team, alongside Abeku and Kaya. So we'll stay in touch and be providing our viewers on updates on the Ghana Zone 2 Championships, which takes place in Senegal on May 27. But we'll be wrapping up here on Prime Sports on the Joy News channel. Up next is PM Express Business Edition with George Wiafe. Earlier on, we advertised an upcoming interview with the first Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana. Now, an interview with First Deputy Dr. Maxwell Poku-Aferi was supposed to take place. However, due to some challenges, the discussion would not be coming on. We do sincerely apologize for the inability to have that discussion tonight. We would instead bring you a playback of our discussion with government statistician Professor Samuel Kobina Enim on the inflation and the economy. And that comes your way in just a few minutes' time right here on the Joy News channel. I think about 3 or 4 minutes or so. But before we go, just a reminder on how you can get updates in the world of sports. All you have to do is just follow us on social media, Joy Sports GH on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, for a holistic view of what's going on in the world of sports. You can also get some more details on these stories on my joyonline.com/sports. My name is Owuraku Ampofo, and we'll be back again same time tomorrow to bring you the latest in the world of sports ahead of the UEFA Champions League final on Saturday.